Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me for today's episode of Crafting with Class. Today I'm sharing the Diamond Press Popsicle Box with you, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, this is the Diamond Press Popsicle Box. You get the instruction sheets, you get a big stamp set, and then you get all the dies. So of course the instructions tell you how to assemble them and everything. And this is pretty easy to put together, and it is so cute. So I'll be sharing 3 different popsicles with you today. So here's the die set. So these are all the pieces that you're going to need. Now, one thing I like to do is to trace the dies as soon as they come to me so that I know where the pieces go back. That's just a me thing. And I also write how many pieces of each I need. Now, let me show you the stamp set. So it's got so many cute little sayings and then little things to decorate the popsicles or the ice cream bars. So this is a really cute set. So if you picked it up in the last HSN thing, let's make it. So these are the 3 that I'm going to be making today. So I've already cut all the pieces and I'll show you how to put it together. So you need 1 of the long piece, 2 of those, and then I did 2 of the little I don't know, what is that, like the fudge, I guess. So to make it fudgy looking, I use my embossing dauber all over it, and then I use clear embossing powder just to give it that, cold fudge look that you get on the ice cream bars. So I started by stamping the little sprinkles onto this part of the popsicle, because this is going to show this is essentially the top of the box. So I went ahead and stamped it so there would be some decoration on the top of the box and not just on the front. This is for the back panel, so I am stamping the to and from, and I needed to just press a little bit harder, but there it is. And then I'm just putting the little fudge thing on the top just so I can see where I want to put my sentiment that says "You are so sweet." And I am using some brown ink for that. And I'm going to stamp it a couple of times just so that it's a dark brown. It did stamp well the first time, but I just want it darker. Okay, so there you can see, nice and dark. All right, so now I have all my pieces stamped. And so now it's time to put it together. So I have the front piece, the back piece, the little fudge piece that I'm going to attach first. So I'm putting some adhesive, and then I'm just going to attach that to what will be on the top front of the box. Just like that. And then next I'm going to work on the little popsicle stick. So there's score marks in the halfway point, so I'm just going to fold on that. I'm going to use my bone folder just to make sure those are all creased well, and then you have 2 on the ends, and this is what's going to hold that popsicle in the box. Now I like to go ahead and glue this part together so it's not just flapping like, it doesn't tell you to do that in the instructions. It was something that I thought looked better, in my opinion, or for my taste. All right, so just go ahead and fold on all the flaps. And this is going to make the little box. So you're going to just insert those little tabs and fold them back. So I'm just going to put some glue right on there so I can just stick those little tabs in and then fold them back. Super easy to put inside. So I'm going to go ahead and just give that a minute to make sure and set, just like this. And then I want to round those corners. So I'm taking the 4mm corner punch. I almost forgot what this was. And I'm just going to punch those so that you have a more realistic little popsicle. All right, so now that is on, I'm going to go ahead and start assembling this. So I'm going to go ahead and use some wet adhesive, line up those edges, and then I'm going to use these little clips just to hold it for me. I think it's easier if you put the popsicle stick in first before you start assembling, because then you don't have to, it's just easier to get to those little popsicle tabs. But the instructions tell you, to do it differently, but, you do it however it makes sense to you. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and just make sure everything's lined up, put the little clips on, and I'm going to let it set. Next, I'm going to work on the little outer part. So I'm going to fold those tabs that are in the middle and then the outer tabs. So again, I'm going to use my bone folder just to make sure those are nice and crisp folds there. So you have 3 on one side and then 3 on the other side, just like that. Okay, so there you can see how that's going to form the frame of the popsicle. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and start in the middle. So I'm going to stick the back panel, basically. This is the back panel onto one side, and it doesn't matter which one you do it on. So I'm just going to make sure that it's straight and it's lined up. And then I'm going to stick on what will become the front of the little popsicle box, just like so. And then I'm just going to give it some time to set and making sure everything's lined up. All right, so next I'm going to go ahead and start with the side tab and go ahead and attach that to the side of the box. And then I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that I press the inside of the box just so that it sets in there. And then I will do the other side the same, making sure everything's lined up. So as you can see, this box is pretty simple. It's not hard at all. And the most fun part is just really decorating. They give you some cute little things to decorate, but you can definitely do more and change it up. Really cute box. And it's so simple that you actually, I don't think you even need the dies really, because it's like a matchbook box. So if you know how to make those, you could definitely make this box without dies. But having them, you know, makes it really simple, of course. All right, so I'm on my last little tab and making sure everything is lined up. You want to make sure that the inside is nice and flat so the little box that's going to go inside doesn't catch on anything, right? So it slides in and out easily. So now I'm going to take my little box and put it inside. Look how cute. Now, the second one that I made, I'm going to cut in half. So the reason for this is so that I can have some fudge on the front and then on the sides of this little ice cream. So I'm going to go ahead and line it up with the front just so that it looks like it's, you know, cohesive in one fudge piece. Now you're going to have a little bit sticking out, but once it sets a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. So same thing with the other side. So if you want the same look, just make sure that you cut 2 of these little drippies from the dies. All right, so now that it's kind of set a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and just trim the excess off of both sides. And I think that it gives it a much finished look, you know, like a little bit nicer look. I'm using these Neapolitan sprinkles from Sunny Studios, and I'm just putting some glue down, and then I'm going to pick them up with my embellishment wand from Trinity Stamps. This is my favorite one, my go-to one. And then I am putting the little sprinkles. Now this was the perfect mix of little sprinkles because it's got pinks and lighter pinks and browns and whites and caramels. So it was really perfect. I did put in a little chocolate one, but it blended so perfectly with the fudge background that I decided to remove it because you just can't even tell. So there is how it looks. I think it looks so cute. So I'm going to set that aside and let it dry. Now see at the top where I stamped the middle? So I did that so that I could have some embellishment at the top of the box and it wouldn't just be plain. Now I'm taking this crystal lacquer and I'm going to go ahead and go over all of these little sprinkles. And once it dries, it's going to look like little chocolate sprinkles. So it's going to look super cute and you'll see that at the end. So really simple to do. And then I'm going to definitely let this sit and dry. And there you can see kind of how it looks so far. Now this was a total like, should I do this or not? But I decided I'm gonna add a little bit of this crystal glaze so that the sweet also looks like fudgy, and it turned out okay in the end. All right, so there is this little fudgesicle, I guess, and then I just added some twine at the bottom, but these are the finished ones. So there you can see how those little fudges or fudge drops at the top look, and then how the box looks all the way around and how it slides open. The twine is some pink and white and some chocolate and white, so I thought it went perfect with all of these. So there's some chocolate sprinkles at the top there, and then here's the box. All right, and then here's a strawberry one. So cute. And then this one says a treat for you, and as you can see, you can put some candy in there. I also I'm going to take the whole thing out, so you can, this does fit a gift card, and then you can just make a little card that matches, and then you can write a sentiment, add some more treats if you want to, and then there you have it. It is done. I thought these were so cute. I had so much fun decorating them, and I think these were so fun. So I hope you picked this up. If you did, let me know what you plan to do with these. These are going to some of my students who were just very sweet with me for Teacher Appreciation Week. So I hope you've enjoyed this and I've inspired you to make some yummy treats of your own. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, all the things. I appreciate it so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.